It's when your eyes open up. You say your heart finna close up. That's why you went ahead and broke us. Oh yeah. I know the vibe's been on. Girl, my pride's been gone. Don't let that time be lost. Oh yeah. Don't come for me right now. I can feel every bit of your doubt. Yeah. I don't ever throw in no towel. Yeah. Can't give up right now. Can't give up right now. Can't give up right now. But still the vibes been on. It's when your eyes open up. You say your heart finna close up. Still can't talk about how bad the time. Still can't talk about how bad this wine. Still can't talk about your love decline. Still can't talk about how bad I mind it. Still can't talk how we can't rewind it. Hop off my throne just for you, your highness. Hop off my throne for you. Hop off my throne just for you, my baby. Hop on the road, baby, with you I'm racing. Tell me I'm the one for this bag I'm chasing. You my little girl, now your dad gon' hate me. Do that little thing, girl, it got me going crazy. Pick up them legs, girl, you know it's my favorite. Turn that around and untie that lace. Put your face down till your legs start shaking. Oh yeah. But still the vibes been on. That's when your eyes open up. You say your heart finna close up. I know. I know the vibes been on. It's when your eyes open up. Your heart finna close up. That's why you went ahead and broke us. Oh yeah.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It is afternoon here. It is 5:30. I don't know if you guys can hear. It's like a train horn. Listen, it's been blaring for no lie 7 minutes straight. So I don't know if you guys can hear it. It just stopped. It heard me. It heard me complaining, so it shut the hell up. Oh my God! For 7 minutes, it was driving me crazy, y'all. So thank you all for the kind words even before my stream started. Fannie Mae, Barbie, S. Stanley, Stanley Cup, Kokomo Corner, my Audie, Megan, thank you so much. And yes, yep, when you saw me in Nicole's chat a long time ago. Yep. My Sophie, how are you? My Bliss Chris. I love you too, Soph. Christina, thank you so much. Hey, Mama Goose. I was arrested July 5th, 2005, a Tuesday. I knew the feds wouldn't pick me up with a three-day weekend. Clean sense. Those are the worst when you get arrested on a Friday. Ooh, those are the worst because you're in there for the whole weekend. Hey, Shauna, how are you, sweetheart? So good to see you. So, hi, everybody. I'm not on camera tonight because couldn't be bothered. To be honest, couldn't be bothered. I hate not being on camera on my own channel, but listen. All right. If I came on camera, if I only went live when I came on camera, I would be live a lot less because it's just simpler. And me and my son are going out to dinner. Usually all my sons work. Weekends are busy days in the line of work they do. Hey, Teresa, my girl. Thank you. Thank you all. But one of my sons is home today, so we're going to take advantage of that. It's a Friday, and we're going to hang out for a little while. But I wanted to come because for the last few years, yeah, right, exactly. I don't want to give you no frights. You know what I mean? And when I'm not feeling well, and then my allergies have been acting up so, man. I went to finally file down my nails because my nails were getting too long. They looked ridiculously long. So when I went to file them down, I don't know if when I file them down, the they're vacuuming the hallway right now. It's like wonderful. Sorry, someone's vacuuming in the hallway. Anyway, um, it causes allergies on my fingers again, so my nails are half done. One hand has nail polish off, the other one doesn't. So I'm just a whole ass mess. So I have to do my nails, like paint them real quick before I go outside with my son. Can't go outside looking like that. Oh no, it's okay, Mama Goose. Yes, right. Very close. We're very close. Yes. So I just decided to come and do a quick live because for the last few years that I've been on YouTube, I always come on my recovery anniversary and check in and celebrate and all the good things. That's good, Sophie. Yeah, that's good. That's why when I used to do press on nails, that was a way for me to allow my real nails to grow too. So I started off with shorter press-ons and then I wore those for a few weeks and then I would go a little bit longer and I, gradually used press-ons that were longer and it would protect my nails underneath as long as you apply them the right way and you don't remove them the corrupt, the wrong way, you won't damage your nails. Some people rip the press-on nails off and their nails underneath rip with it. As long as you remove it carefully, you'll be fine. Joanna, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And using press-ons actually help my nails too, because it's like wrapping your nails, protective, the same way you do protective styles for your hairs, like protective uh wraps for your nails. So, and that's what I did. And then I just started wrapping my natural nails with a silk wrap. There's like this silk wrap you could buy on Amazon. You could get it in beauty supplies. It comes like in a long ass sheet, but on Amazon they have them pre-cut to nail shapes. So it makes it so much easier. And you just put it on your nails. It has like adhesive, and then you apply nail glue and it dries and hardens and you file it a little bit and you just put a top coat and it protects your nails. So anyway, that's all nail stuff. I can talk about nails. In my Stanley Cup. I could talk about nails another day because a few people did ask me about nails, how to protect their nails. Somebody asked me about intermittent fasting and stuff. So we can definitely do a lifestyle, all things like the beauty things and the self-care things. And Sophie likes to talk about that stuff too. Jen and Barrett, my sweet positive friend. How are you? Thank you. Again, I know it's Friday and I didn't expect many people to be here. I usually say I'm not going to be live long and I stay on 2 hours. Today I can't because I have, I have not an appointment. I have a date with my son. I had reservations about saying a date with my son because, people are not well on the internet. You say the word date, they're like, isn't that weird? She said she had a date with her son. Anyway. So today is Raquel. ¿Cómo estás? Hi, Raquel. I'm sorry I have to say Raquel. Like, it's Raquel. But when I see, I'm like, Raquel. Hi, beautiful girl. If you guys aren't, my Vera. Hey, I'm sorry. You snuck in, my Vera. Thank you so much. If you guys are not subscribed to Raquel, what the hell are you doing with your life? If any of my mods want to drop links, Teresa. Teresa kicked my ass. Girl, don't even go on panels. My fault. I meant Sophie. Bliss, Chris's, Raquel, my Salinas. Everybody loves Salinas. Hi, beautiful girl. Thank you. Please give my love to Coins. Tell him I said hello. But yeah, so if you're not subscribed to Raquel, what the hell you doing with your life? She is hilarious. She's just honest. Yo, I swear I'll be listening to a video of hers and I keep commenting. And then I had to like stop myself. I'm like, damn it, I'm just repeating everything she's saying. Because I second that emotion, man. I'm like, damn it, I feel it. Yes. My JJ. Hi, Manita. Thank you. I love you guys. So I just always come live on the anniversary of my recovery because you guys know my recovery is one of the most important things in my life. My recovery saved my life. I mean it. I mean it, Raquel. Truly enjoy listening to you. I could listen to you forever. I even told her in her comments, I think I was like the first one there to calm down. I'm coming across like a little stalkerish. I'm coming across a little stalkerish. It's just that I enjoy listening to her. She makes me laugh and she's like feisty. I can't help it. Oh, it's okay, Sophie. Drive safely, mama. Um, yeah, I just love it. I love it. Like Villain, I love her New York accent, her feistiness. I just like real people, right? Not perfect people, real people, and I was listening to her latest video Raquel did, and she was talking about Nicole. Nicole, that is Lisa Richards' neighbor. And I agree. I agree. I tried to keep my opinions of Nicole to a minimum because I don't have to live near Lisa Richard, right? But I had to live with an active addict. So I think that qualifies me a little bit to know what she's going through. You know what I mean? At least she gets to close her door and not have to deal with it. I had to live with somebody and deal with it. Oh my God, thank you, JJ. You're going to love her, girl. You are going to love you. Listen, you don't even have to know what she's talking about. She's pretty good at giving context. She's the one, JJ, that does the boss lady versus boss lady. The BS lady. Oh my God. She's like, wait. Did she just say no? She didn't just say that. Let me remind you what she said before. And she shows you what she said before and what she even did that with Nicole. She's on point with that. In her video, she's like, let me show you what you said before. So I really enjoy her. And so I think that I'm qualified to talk about that because I lived with an active addict for many years, and I know how frustrating it is. I know how overwhelming it is, but I don't know. I just feel like you have to have a thicker skin when you come on YouTube or on social media, TikTok, right? Especially when you're calling people out. You know what I mean? Like you have to have a thick skin. You have to understand people are going to have opinions that you're not going to agree with. And I just think that Nicole only wants an echo chamber. I've been noticing that if you don't agree 100% with her, and that's my opinion, Nicole, in case somebody sends you a clip, that's my opinion. I don't think I need receipts either for my opinion. Okay. I just feel like she blocks you if you don't agree with her 100%. She even brags about people being sent to Block Island. Again, blocking people is at your discretion, right? I have people blocked on my channel. I say all the time, I have 5% of YouTube blocked. Those are people that have done things personally to me. Personal, okay? Trolls get blocked sometimes when they come in saying racist stuff, offensive stuff. That's typical. You're going to have to block those types of people. And on YouTube, what I did is I just started putting in blocked words so that people, if they use that offensive language in their username or in, their comments, it won't even show up. Hey, Sin, thank you. Thank you so much. It's almost, shut your ass up. It's almost February 31st. I know. I still owe all my mods like 6 years of pay. Lord of mercy. I'm waiting for my taxes. I'm waiting for, damn it, I should ask Lori Jones, could I borrow some of her tax money? Hi, my rabbit of chaos. How are you? Oh my God, Stanley Cup. Damn shit. How are you guys? Thank you for subscribing, Teresa. I'm telling you, I think you will really enjoy her. Really. Hey, Moon, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you so much. My Nikki, my girl. How you doing? I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're almost back to 100%, girl, because you had us scared for a long time with your breathing, girl. I was like, what the hell? I wanted to send you a damn nebulizer. Girl, I could hear your breathing, and I've been there. So I was like, girl, got me a little nervous. But yeah, I just agreed. Her latest, well, I love her videos, but her latest one I really could agree with her. And I just enjoy people like that are just genuine. What you see is what you get. You know what I mean? So I enjoy that. Yeah, I know, girl. I know. I remember I tried to get one and my doctor prescribed one, but my insurance didn't want to pay for it. I was like, what the hell? How my doctor prescribing something and my insurance was like, no, I fucking need it. It's a breathing machine. What the hell? But thank God, since I quit smoking a year ago, I haven't needed a rescue inhaler. Knock on wood, knocking on my head, drinking my coffee. I hope that gulp wasn't super loud. But anyway, yeah, so uh today makes 24 years. It's crazy. Um, and again, my recovery is one of the things that I'm the most grateful for. Of course, my family and everything, but without my recovery, I wouldn't have my life. You know, um, in my addiction, I almost lost my life. You know, the doctors told me if I didn't stop, I wouldn't be here. I had to be intubated. I say it all the time. I had to be intubated 3 times when I lived in Philadelphia. Um, and as soon as I would get the tubes taken out of me, I would sign myself out against medical advice and go right back to it because I didn't want to be sick. I didn't want to be in withdrawals. And I was so young and so naive. I wouldn't be honest with the doctors. I swore they didn't know. I looked a hot mess. I was like 80 pounds. Um, and I would sign myself out and go right back to it. And then a few weeks later, pass out on the street again, not being able to breathe. Yes, yes, you heard my coffee cup. My son bought me a beautiful coffee cup. It's glass, it's like china with the glass spoon. And I love it because I have a Stanley Cup that my George I won because he was doing a giveaway for his mods and his subscribers. And JJ won, and she passed it along to me because he did the giveaway on my birthday. So JJ was like, pass it to Cindy, it's her birthday. So I got my first Stanley Cup. And my sons were like, do not put hot drinks in your Stanley Cup if you don't want it to explode in your face. So I was like, oh shit. So my son, to ensure that I don't drink hot beverages out of my Stanley Cup, he bought me a beautiful Valentine's Day cup. So anyway, yeah. But yeah, so I would sign myself. Thank you, JJ. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. So I signed myself out and then I would pass out from not being able to breathe. I don't know if it was colder in Philadelphia. I think it was. It felt colder in Philadelphia than it ever felt in New York. The winters there were brutal. Like the snow would come way up to like almost my waist. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy freezing, and I don't know if it was the cold mixed with the substances. My lungs would just close up immediately. Yes, I got one, Raquel, I got one for Christmas, and it's a glass. I'm gonna have to take a picture to show you guys. It came in a fancy box. One of my son's friends got it for me, and it's glass and it has like flowers, like gold trims and like floral decal all around it. And it comes with a gold spoon, but that's for tea. And because it's glass, I don't want to put anything too, I don't know, I get nervous. I don't want the glass to shatter. Hi, Miss Manda, my sis. Oh, you didn't have to do that, sis. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's how she sends me super chats. Thank you, Miss Manda. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. Hey, Mikey. I'm still sober from hard substances years later. Congratulations, Mikey. Um, yeah. Oh my God, mommy sippy cup. I love that so much. Mine says love is all you need, and it has a heart and a bunch of flowers. My sons are very sweet, so they're very, very sweet, but that's beautiful. So yeah, so I just kept messing around, and then the third time I passed out in the street when the ambulance was there in front of the ambulance. Like as soon as the ambulance pulled up, I was telling my husband, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And I passed out, wake up with tubes in my nose and my mouth. Usually it was like one time the tubes were through my nose. The next time it was in my mouth. The third time I had tubes in my nose and my mouth. I don't know why they had to do double. And the doctors came in and they had my husband sitting in there and they said, hi, Lady Red. Thank you so much. I was just watching, literally right before I pressed live, I was just watching your last video. Matter of fact, I have my phone here. On Lisa, your voice is so beautiful. I can understand why you have the what the fuck radio. Your voice is chef's kiss. And you're hilarious, and I really enjoy your content, your humor, your job expose, hilarious. But your serious content too is A1. Hi, Jennifer Positivity. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys are all so kind and so sweet. Thank you for posting Lady Red. I was literally just watching her. I was watching Raquel earlier, and I was literally watching Lady Red right before I pressed live. I enjoy these creators. You know, I would never say I watch creators if I don't watch them. I enjoy them, and I binge watch. Like I wait like a stalker for them to post again. Yes, God. I do. I'm like, come on, post again. I can't wait for Raquel to do a damn live, girl. Come on, man. Thank you, Teresa. She's beautiful. Her voice is like she has, and I was saying that I don't remember. I don't know if it was on Sophie's panel. I was saying Lady Red has the best radio voice, but she has a beautiful face too, right? She has a TV face and a radio voice. Like damn, girl, shit. She really does. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm like, come on, girl, come on, let's do it. Hi, Kelly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys are very kind. And the reason I celebrate each year is, of course, because it's another year of me having regained my life. Sorry, excuse me, of me not solely existing but living. I always say that my addiction was like a Gotham movie, like a Batman movie, like living in Gotham City where it's always dark and shit. And my recovery is like living in the light. You know what I mean? And that's how I visualize it. I do. And I was existing. I wasn't living. I was like, and I say a lot of times it's like a two-way mirror. You see those two-way mirrors that they have in interrogation rooms. So it's like I was standing behind that mirror, watching myself just, exist, getting my substance, using my substance, getting the money, using it like that. So I was screaming from behind that mirror and couldn't get out. You know what I mean? And I just can't imagine going back to living, just being able to see my reflection, but not being close enough to see it, but not be able to touch it. I just don't ever want to live that life again. And that's why when I talk about it, I take it very seriously. Lady Red reminds me of those late night. Oh my God, yes. She reminds me of the movie Urban Legend, like the late night radio host that just had a beautiful voice, and she just I could just picture that with the on air sign right behind her. Like she makes you visualize that she's really in a news state. You know what I mean? Like in a radio station, like listening to her, I can visualize. And that's why I like people that I can listen to them and I can picture, like get, you know what I mean? Like visual pictures. And those are talents that are very rare to come by. Very rare to come by, that you can listen to somebody just speak and you can visualize what they're doing, or visualize the whole picture. You know what I mean? That's impressive. That's impressive. And I think that those are talents that shouldn't be lost. There's so much nonsense on social media, right? And we all get consumed by the drama. I know I've gotten sucked into drama many times, had beefs with people on YouTube, and I used to pick my battles. Like, I'm not going to respond to everything. I'm going to respond to some things. And now I'm resigned not to respond to anything. I'll talk very vaguely, about situational things, but I'm not addressing anything at all. You have to remove yourself. You can't say you don't want the drama, but then you're in it. The only way, I can't control what other people do. I can't control what other people say. All I can control is my mouth and what I choose to do, And so I remember that. Cindy, you don't have anything, you can't control anybody else. And that's where the serenity prayer, I still recite the serenity prayer to myself when I'm anxious or when I'm overwhelmed. I recite the serenity prayer. And for those who don't know what the serenity prayer is, it's just, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And you say these like in groups, recovery groups, and you say the serenity prayer, and then you say, it works if you work it, so work it because you're worth it. It's just the mantra that you say after a group or a meeting or whatever, and it helps. It's like an affirmation for your recovery. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people say. about my poetry. When yes, Moon. Oh my God, she has a talent. Just the spoken word poems on TikTok, amazing. I'm going to put her channel, her account. Sorry, TikTok is not a channel. I don't know. I'm still getting used to that saying it. Her account. I'm sorry. I'm assuming your gender. I'm sorry. Are you a female, or if you don't even want to say what gender you are, I understand. Um, but I will put them on my I will link them in the description of this live afterwards. They have spoken poetry and it's amazing. Amazing. I love that so much and I enjoy that a lot. You know, meaningful things. We can all be petty, right? We can all be a little shady, a little petty. Um, you know, but also doing something important means a lot to me. Thank you. I love you too, sis. I love you too, Miss Manda. Seriously. Um, I know, I it does, right? And it's so funny because Lisa's trying every tactic possible. Like those of us who have been there know what she's doing. She does the raging and she'll get the attention that way, and then she tries to switch it up and she does extremes on all sides to try to play that she's sober now. I'm calm now. I'm not asking for money. Yes, that's her only goal. She doesn't care about your day. She doesn't care about what you had to eat for dinner. Trust and believe that, okay? She's asking you because she's segueing into her begging. Seriously. What did you have for dinner? So that somebody could then ask her in the chat, Lisa, what did you have for dinner? Oh, I haven't eaten in 4 months. But yet her father asks her, hey, do you have any forks up there? Lisa, if you're not eating and you're only eating hoagies, why do you have a fork in your room? Like, girl, like, and we know that isn't true, right? I don't know. It's so hard for me with Lisa. We can start the day over and anytime. No need to stay stuck in stinking thinking. Oh my God, yes, the efforts, right? In the stinking thinking, because that's those reservations is what leads to relapse mentality. The stinking thinking, which we call the efforts too. You know, when you get the fuck it's, sorry, excuse me, you're on your way to relapse. You know what I mean? And it's important to catch it. It's important to catch it. Thank you, Vera. It's important that when you realize you're in that, to catch it and snap yourself out of it. Talk to somebody. You know, there's so many of these cliches, but they're cliches for a reason because they're easy to remember and they're easy to recite to yourself when you're in a state of uh relapse. You know, like fake it till you make it. All these things, these are cliches, but they help to snap us out of it. You know, you're only as sick as your secrets. And that means that if you're thinking, if you want to use those secrets, you'll keep those secrets with you as you walk to the cop man. You have to tell somebody, hey, I want to use right now. Your sponsor, your best friend, whatever your higher power, your support system is, put those in place so that when you have those thoughts, those reservations, you can reach out to somebody and they'll come and get you. They'll take you for coffee. You know, they'll snap you out of it. You know what I mean? I appreciate it's hard to refrain, especially as a content creator, how it's been for you since doing this. It's, you know why I do it? Because it's so much easier. Is that really you, girl? I hope that's you. I hope that's you. But hey, popcorn. I hope that's you, girl, because I'm a little worried. People are crazy. People are crazy. People are not well. Yes, thank you. I'm gonna pin that. And I think it's so important. It's so important because you're only as sick as your secrets, and you have to tell on yourself. You know what I mean? And learning to cope. And the reason I share my recovery is not like to gloat, like, look at me, I'm special. There's okay, it's you. Okay, popcorn. All right. There's nothing special about me at all. At all. You know, I'm just somebody who got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I got sick and tired of disappointing my children, disappointing my parents, disappointing myself. And I didn't want to pass away. I didn't. You know, when I woke up and in the hospital and the doctor told me, you're not going to make it through another one of these. You're not. You stopped breathing. We had to resuscitate you. I'm allergic to whatever they cut opiates with, so it would just close my lungs up, and that's the insanity of addiction, that I kept doing it even though I couldn't breathe. And not being able to breathe is one of the most scary feelings in the universe, terrifying. And I would panic and I would make myself worse. And I would exacerbate my not being able to breathe by panicking. And it took me years to learn not to panic, to calm my breathing down. And there are still times where, like before I quit smoking a year ago, I would wake up having an asthma attack and I would start to panic in the middle of the night, especially if my sons were all at work. My brain would say, "You're alone, Cindy. You're gonna pass out and nobody's gonna find you." And I would start panicking. And sometimes I would have to scream aloud, "Stop it!" Like that, like a loca. I would have to yell audibly so I could snap myself out of it. Like, calm your breathing. And I would calm my breathing down. I would calm my mind down. I learned to meditate. Meditate is important in recovery too, guys. And I know some people, yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sis. Meditating is so important because you're breathing, when you're having an anxiety attack or an asthma attack or any of these things, learning to control your breathing. It's like Lamaze. Like, I understand why Lamaze was so important. I remember when I was younger and used to watch them doing I used to think that was the stupidest shit ever. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that when I give birth. That's dumb. That doesn't work. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. So it's like Lamaze meditation, learning to control your breathing. It helps in anxiety. It helps when you're in a state, a manic state, Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are very, very kind. I think it's gross. Not right. Wait. Hey, Miss Cassandra, my naughty girl. Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much. I wasn't one so much for counting the time. A couple of friends relapsed after years, then gave up. Sometimes it takes a relapse to appreciate sobriety. And sadly, relapse is a part of sobriety and is a part of recovery. And nobody should get discouraged if you relapse. You dust your knees off and you pick yourself up and you start again. You know what I mean? Like, I know many people that are embarrassed or ashamed. They may have had quite some time under their belt and they relapse. And listen, one day, again, I say the first day is the hardest. The first day is the hardest. You know what I mean? And each day is a blessing. So, and that's why when I said I'm not special about having 24 years, it doesn't mean that like I'm at a different level. I'm right there with a day one. I'm right there with a day one because with one thought, I could be right back there. You know what I mean? I can be right back in the trenches, lost. And that is what I think about every time I may get those fleeting thoughts. I tell myself, Sin, don't you dare, girl. Don't you dare. You know what I mean? I agree. Yes. Yes. Yep. Exactly, Mikey. It's a blessing. And some people we got kicked. Girl, I never took the class. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. I never took the damn class, girl. I was like, I'm not doing that stupid shit. I swear to God, my dumb, smug ass was like, I'm not doing that. That shit is silly. When I was in labor, I was doing all that breathing and wasn't even doing it right because I didn't take the damn class like a dumbass. So I'm huffing and puffing. I have to laugh because I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Yes, girl. Hyperventilating and shit. Huffing and puffing. They're like, girl, that's not how you do it. You're making your breathing worse, girl. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, sorry. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Cassandra. I appreciate that. And thank you, Popcorn. You guys are very, very sweet. Meditation, so good to help ground yourself when feeling negative or overwhelmed. 10 minutes does wonders. I agree. I agree. It does help to ground you, especially if you're feeling dizzy or any of these things. It grounds you. That's a great way to put it. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. Yes. Yes. I love you, Miss Manda. Thank you. It's definitely a daily struggle. Thank you. It's gotten easier for me. Hi, Ghost of Shadows. Thank you so much. It's gotten easier for me. Um, because I just got it through my head that that's not how I deal with my stress. That's not how I deal with my problems. Because I tell myself, Cindy, that is the biggest problem you had, girl, for a long time. How is that going to help your problems? Your problems are still going to be there when you sober up. And now you got a bigger problem because now you're broke. You're probably going to get evicted. You're going to lose all your relationships. You know what I mean? And I'm not willing to sacrifice my relationships, especially with my children. That's not a thing. Um, and it's just, I learned to cope. I learned to cope, you know. When we rest on our morals, when we don't do the work, it does come back harder than it began. Oh my God, it does. It does. It does come back harder. And that's scary to me because I know that if I ever go out there, especially I haven't used in so long, I don't know what's in these things now, right? These substances now. And that's why I don't even smoke ganja. Like I know that they have those dispensaries, and I encourage anybody who legally smokes the ganja, whatever, always get it from dispensaries where um dispensaries that aren't shady. So you know what you're getting. Because even if you buy ganja in New York, people were buying ganja and they had fent in it. People that never used any other drugs but smoked ganja were passing away from smoking a joint because it was laced with fent. And that's terrifying. That's terrifying. You know what I mean? So I think it's so important. It's so important. My husband started imitating Bill Cosby's imitation of that class, and we were asked to not return. Oh my God. People got to have a sense of humor. Listen, I'm a pregnant ass woman. My husband's trying to make me laugh to lighten the mood. Like, don't take yourself so seriously. What the hell? I can laugh at myself all the time. I can. I don't take myself that seriously. The only thing I take seriously is my recovery, right? You calling me a crackhead or a meth head. Like, I don't call people those things. I don't call people crackheads that are in active addiction. I don't call people you meth head, you know what I mean? You cokehead, you dope head. I don't say any of those things because I know how it feels, and that's so discouraging to somebody. And again, I know that people not I don't put those expectations on other people. I don't say those things, right? But I don't go around telling people, hey, watch what you say. I'm not your mother. You know what I mean? I can only control me. I don't call people those things because I don't like to be called those things. And that's what I was talking about in my last live stream. Addict shaming is when you're using it as a dig to somebody, not when you're speaking facts. Lisa is in active addiction. That's so it's not addict shaming to talk about it. Lori and Victoria that exhibit addict behaviors. It's not addict shaming to talk about their behaviors. It's not. Stating facts is not addict shaming. I am in recovery. And when you call me a crackhead and all these things, that is addict shaming because I am indeed not in active addiction. You know what I mean? So people, they act like they're, you rattled their sensibilities when they have no morals, and they try to act like they're being moral and they're not, right? Oh, stop addict shaming Lori Jones. You could care less about Lori Jones. You're just trying to call me out for something that I'm not doing, something that I've always spoken about on my channel, recovery and addiction and all of that. And so if I see somebody doing harmful things, whether they're in active addiction or not, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to talk about how enabling active addiction is deadly. It's not just dangerous, it's life ending dangerous. Sending an active addict money is life ending dangerous. Okay. We're not responsible for anyone else's addiction, but enabling it is deadly and contributing to them possibly using for the last time. So I'm going to keep talking about it. You know what I mean? I don't care. I didn't take the class either, but my son came at 38 weeks. I didn't huff and puff. Girl, me too. For my third son, my husband said I looked like the exorcist. I swear to God. He's sitting there and he's like, "Can you stop? You look like the exorcist." I guess that was thrashing my head back and forth. Like, I swear to God, he's like, "Girl," right when I'm giving birth, he's like, "Can you stop? You look like you're what?" He said, "I swear the next thing I'm waiting for is pea soup to come." I said, "Shut your ass up. I'm in pain. You want to talk about it like the exorcist, dude? You want to switch places for a second? Like, what the hell, dude?" I swear to God, I yelled. I yelled. I did not try. I watched these damn birthing. These women are superhuman. They give birth and they're just like, oh, oh. I'm like, what? What? That was not me. I was a raving lunatic. I was a raving lunatic. Probably thought I was getting robbed and everything. I was yelling at the top of my lungs, and I see these women like that's as loud as they get. Ooh, ooh, that was a painful one. Oof, oh yeah. I'm like, what? Is she even in labor? I call bullshit. She lying. She's lying. But listen, they are superhuman. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much. And welcome. Don't worry, the bushes are clean. We clean them every week. Hopefully, nobody peed in them lately. You know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Hey, Stevie Lee, how are you, my girl? Addiction is quite the where the questions outweigh the answers. Anyone who can recover from its unknown effect is a strong person in my book. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Stevie Lee. If you have Wendy, then Thin Mint Frosty delicious. Oh, is it? I haven't tried it. I love the Frosties though, Miss Cassandra. I do. When they had that very berry Frosty, I was addicted to. I was mad that they stopped selling it. I haven't tried the mint one. The Thin Mint. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to tell one of my sons, go get it for me. Go get it for me. Or not see, damn, Miss Cassandra, you're gonna make us walk to Wendy's on our way back from dinner and get some damn Frosties. I could be minding my business and the devil would knock at my door with a magic potion. It happens. It happens, Mama Goose. It's always when you're minding your business, right? That the devil tries to come and tempt you. You know what I mean? And those are the times that you have to pull out your arsenal. Those are the times you have to go in your tool belt, and pull out those tools that we learned in recovery and use them shits. Seriously, those are the times where your recovery will be tested. And those tools that you gained in your recoveries when you need to use those. It's legal here in Massachusetts, but I don't smoke. It's legal here in Jersey too, but I don't smoke. I don't want to get paranoid. And like Miss Manda said, I'm afraid. At one time, years ago, maybe 10 years ago, my brother had made some damn cookies. Thanks, bro. And me being an entrametida, fat ass, I saw some, and it was midnight. My parents were already asleep. My brother had made a batch, and I guess he put them to cool down. And I was like, ooh, cookies. A badass little kid. Ooh, cookies. I'm sneaking in there like a little burglar, little raccoon and shit. I take a cookie, and my brother walks in as I'm stuffing the cookie in my face. And he looks at me and doesn't say shit. He waits for me to swallow, and he's like, I had some weed butter. I mean, there was some weed butter, right? I was like, huh? What? He's like, how many did you eat? I was like, one. He's like, you should be all right. No, the fuck I wasn't. Half an hour later, thought I was dying. I was like, oh my God. And then my husband ate one. Again, being an entrometido too. He ate fucking cookie. We're in my parents' house, mind you. My parents, mind you. Okay. Parents, I hope my mom isn't watching it. My dad doesn't have social media. Hope my mom isn't watching it. She doesn't know about this. But you can't kick my ass. I was already an adult. Anyway, my husband starts talking about, we need to call an ambulance. Excuse me? We need to call an ambulance. I think I'm dying. I'm like, no, the fuck you're not. You need to calm the fuck down. Use your Lamaze. Use Lamaze, Alex. Motherfucker, we're not calling no damn ambulance over our dead bodies. Like, for real. Fuck that. Listen, cops. I'm not afraid of cops. I'm afraid of my mother. Listen, okay? So we were not calling no damn cops. We're not calling no damn ambulance because how am I going to explain to my mother what the hell we did? No, ma'am. And then I have to come back and deal with my brother because now we're getting him in trouble. No, we're dying in this room. We're dying in this room. That's what we get. That's what the fuck we get. So, yeah, no, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Hey, sunshine state of mind. How are you? Yeah, but no, man. It's the context behind it and how you say it. Exactly. Saying somebody's a crack addict is not addict shaming either, right? It's stating a fact, man, and not everybody uses the same language. I have to JJ girl, I'm canceled. Hey, mask guy Johnny. Sorry, I'm trying to move down. Because I'm way behind. I'm always 4 months behind, guys. Juror number 6. How are you? Oh my God, guys. Thank you, guys. Yes. And I don't know, I haven't checked how many people watch me that aren't subscribed, but just consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. That's literally the only time I saw her was when they told me to be quiet when I was screaming at the Rim of Fire moment. Oh, the Rim of Fire, Lord of mercy. Girl, come on, man. You're making me remember it. It's bringing it all back. It's bringing it all back. 16 hours. I was in labor for 28 hours, man. I was so done. Hi, Miss Liability. How are you? I was so happy when that baby came out. They were like, oh, you ripped. I was like, I don't care. I had no cares. Ripped? Okay, just sew me back up. I don't even care right now. The worst of the worst was over for me. Hi, Anita. How are you? Wendy's nuggets. Oh, those are good too. I like the French fries. I always like just McDonald's French fries, but I like those. The devil comes like a lion to seek and devour. Amen. Amen. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's why y'all laughing. We were going down together. We were going to die in that room that night. I swear to God, we taking that shit to our grave. Like, I didn't know what he thought. You're bugging. My mom, no thank you. JJ, thank you so much, mama. Congrats, mama. I'm so proud of you and so proud to call you my friend. 24 years. My BFF is awesome. Facts not shaming. Facts and truth is not. Rico Suave. What the hell, JJ? Thank you, mama. That was very sweet and unnecessary. But girls, I'm telling you, I'm not even kidding. I tried an edible 2 years ago and was jacked up for 4 hours. I will never, ever try an edible again in my entire life. Listen, and I used to be a pothead. I used to smoke a blunt to wake up before I became an addict. I used to smoke ganja. I used to roll my little Dutch Masters, smoke a blunt to wake up, smoke a blunt to go to sleep. I can't imagine smoking like that. But weed never took me out the way that damn edible did. That shit had me out of commission. I was sitting there like, oh my God, please go away. Praying, God, okay, listen, I will never be bad again if you just take this feeling away from me. Then I got my husband pacing back and forth. We need an ambulance. I had to snatch his phone. I can do it, not calling an ambulance. I don't know what you thought. I said, come on. So I had to take him in the bathroom and put him in like cold water, calm him down a little bit, because dude, we're dying in here. I don't know what the hell you think. We're not doing that. I don't know. I don't like the vanilla. My son bought the vanilla. Chocolate is meh. But, I rather have the chocolate. Well, the chocolate frosting is the iconic, the original. But I don't like the vanilla. I don't know. I'm not a vanilla person, really. But, yeah, thank you, JJ. That was very sweet. I had special cookies before, got some nasty rug burns on my knees from having some fun with the husband. Girl, that's the worst. You don't realize, TMI, but you don't realize till the next day. You wake up, you're like, ow, the skin is peeling back from your knees. You're like, what the hell happened last night? You don't feel that shit in the moment. You wake up the next day, you are towed down from the flow down. You're like, damn. You go to put on your jeans. That shit starts. That shit hurts, girl. Been there, my naughty girl. Been there. Oh my God. Check subscriptions after updates. Oh, yes, I know. Oh my God. Lady Red, a few months ago, me, Sophie, a few of us lost like over 100 subscribers. It was crazy. YouTube glitched out. and I lost like nearly 200 subscribers. Sophie lost over 130 subscribers. It was crazy. And multiple people had lost a number of subscribers. I guess they were like channels that weren't interacting. I don't know if that's YouTube just decided to cleanse channels. Girl, I was at 1,800, went all the way back to 1,600. I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh my God, I'm canceled. But it was a glitch. But, you know, when you grow organically, it's like it happens, right? You know, I call people the undecided subscribers, or like the undecided voters, that they subscribed and they unsubscribed. You know, they subscribe, they're like, yeah, I like her. Then you say something they don't agree with, they unsubscribe, then they, you know, give it some time, come back, and it's everyone's right to do that. You know what I mean? And I don't mind that at all. I understand. I understand that. Hey, my Sir Lancelot, how are you? Hi, Villain. Thank you so much. She's probably gone. I'm 4 months behind. But Villain, I hope you're doing well. You are in my prayers. You are genuinely in my prayers and in my thoughts. I know it's a heavy time for her. If you guys could just keep Villain in your prayers and in your thoughts. You know, she's going through a heavy time right now with this trial and stuff that personally affects her. So just please keep her in your thoughts and your prayers, guys. I would appreciate that a lot. Same. Wake up to a blunt and have it for lunch and dinner. Yes, I can't imagine doing that now either. Like for real. I can't. I smoked all day. I can't. I can't. I think I'm just old. You know, I'm like too old for all this shit. I can't stay up late, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. No, thank you. I can't. I'm telling you, by 10 o'clock, I'm ready for bed. Like my son wanted to go to the movies yesterday. I'm like, okay, but what time? He's like, Mom, why? I'm like, because dude, by 10 o'clock, I want to be in my bed. I don't want to be sitting in no damn movie theater, fall asleep, you know, because he likes to go to the movie theater that has the recliners, that has the servers, the waiters that come and wait on you. I don't care. He's like, you could sleep in the movie theater. I'm like, no. Once I close my eyes, I don't want to have to get up, be disturbed. I want to sleep in, you know, my own house. So yeah, I'm an old lady now, man. I'm an old lady. I like to be in bed early. I don't mess with the ganja again. You know, I don't care. People smoke ganja, do your thing. Just be careful where you get it from. Please get it from safe places, places that are regulated, you know, so that you can be safe. There was a funny 911 call where a cop and his wife ate brownies. They called in dead. Oh my God. You see? And that would have been me and my husband. He dead ass wanted me to call 911. I was like, dude, no, we sound crazy. They're gonna think we're on acid or something. And then when we tell them it's just a damn edible, like what? What? He was freaking out like he did some damn acid. I'm like, dude, we used to do acid trips when we were like 21. You're acting like this fucking cookie's gonna take you out. Hi, M to the B. Thank you. I took an edible about an hour ago. Mine is strong. See? Oh, but see, and some people like that deal with illnesses and pain, it helps them, right? But I can't, like, I'm not used to it. And I didn't eat, you know, I didn't smoke weed. So when I took the edible, I wasn't used to it. You know how they tell you when you take edibles, take a little bit, or like if they have the gummies, you take a little bit, you know, you don't eat a whole pack or 2 gummies. So my brother was like, girl, you should have started with a bite. I'm like, you saw me eat the cookie. You waited for me to swallow it. He did that de maldad. He was like, I guess teaching me a lesson because he saw me putting the cookie in my mouth, stood there staring at me. I thought he was mad at me for just eating his shit. He did that on purpose. He was like, oh, I'm going to teach this bitch a lesson. And then waited for me to swallow. Oh, and then was like, you know that I made that with weed butter, right? I almost wanted to make myself throw up, but I was like, what the hell? What the hell? It was too late. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. You guys are very sweet. I enjoy you guys. And so that's why I really wanted to come, because I want people to understand, again, there's nothing different about me. If I can recover, anybody can recover, because I was terrible. I was terrible. You know, I was no different than Lisa. Her behaviors, now, thankfully, I never said my father had passed away, God forbid. I'm superstitious, and we just don't believe in putting that kind of energy out into the universe. You know what I mean? You never speak that into existence about anyone, especially your loved ones. God bless my dad, you know, and my children. Um, So there's certain things that she's done that I can't understand, but everyone's addiction takes them to different dark places, right? I went to a lot of dark places that maybe Lisa never went to. You know what I mean? So our experiences are different, but our behaviors, the risks we take, the dangers are all the same, and I hate the way she behaves. I hate her entitled attitude. And I think the internet and social media has helped create a generation of people that are entitled and have become dependent on the internet. I'm still finding channels that I was subscribed to that I wasn't subbed to anymore. See, yeah. So that's why we have to remind people, double check that you're subscribed. You know what I mean? If you want to be, not telling people you have to subscribe if you watch me. That's not a thing. But if you want to be subscribed, you just make sure. Like I heard Sophie say that today, in her video, she did on Lori. Sophie's doing amazingly. Sophie, your channel's growing amazingly. Congratulations. Raquel just reached 1K and she's doing amazingly. Lady Red has over 2K subscribers. Nikki is doing amazing. That again, I enjoy their channels. I think they bring something to this platform besides just nonsense. Again, we can all have moments of being petty or shady, right? But for the most part, if you try to bring something worthy to these platforms, I think that's important to offer people something, an escape from just fighting every day with people and the nonsense. Villain has a lot on her plate. She's good people. I definitely agree. I think Villain's an amazing woman. Love you, Miss Mandan. Again, thank you. Thank you for the Cash App, the super chat. I appreciate you so much. Love you, sis. I'd be out. Yeah, I can. I can. And then I don't know. I know that it's $28, Vera. You know exactly the one I'm talking about. It's $28 to watch a movie per person. And then, you order the food, and I don't drink, so I don't order any drinks. Again, once a year, I would drink like on my birthday, like a dessert kind of drink. And I didn't even do that last year on my birthday. My birthday's in December. I didn't even drink a dessert type drink. Even on my birthday, I've never had a issue with alcohol. Alcohol wasn't a gateway drug for me, and I'm not encouraging anybody in recovery to drink. So please don't misunderstand that, because I'm not encouraging anyone in recovery to drink, because a drink may lead you right back into relapse. I'm just saying that I used to have like a drink once a year on my special occasion on my birthday, and it always had to be like a dessert type drink, like coquito. Again, I'm Hispanic, Puerto Rican. Coquito is part of our culture. You go to Christmas parties, and gatherings, and there's coquito there. And, not saying that I'm forced to drink it. I'm in recovery. You know what I mean? But it's about being responsible. It's about knowing your triggers, your limitations, and being honest with them. I'm in bed at 8 or 9, watch shows and hanging with my hubs. I get up you get up at 4 or 5. I know, in the morning, JJ. Shit. I did not realize how many watched till I looked at the YouTube studio. I went and looked, and I wasn't even subbed to channels I watch regularly. I just forgot too, right? And that happens to us, right? Like we'll be, how when you watch, so if you're not a content creator, you don't know, you don't have to be a content creator, but if you watch channels and you're watching a certain video or something of a content creator, underneath they may suggest similar content. You know what I mean? Like I watch a lot of body cam, a lot of these stories of people, just a lot of like true crime, but not. I watch true crime too, but you know what I mean? Those body cams where people like the Karens and the crazy people that act up and all of this. So if I watch one channel, a bunch of other videos that may not be from that creator are suggested. So sometimes I'll click on them and I'll binge watch their videos. And then I realize, oh shoot, I forgot to subscribe. So I have to go back into my watch history, you know what I mean? And subscribe so that I can get notified because I enjoy their content. So that does happen. Sometimes we may come across a channel and start watching and enjoy them and exit before we remember to subscribe. You know what I mean? So You are not, Rabbit. I just feel old. I've been through so much in my life. I've done so much in my life that being old, feeling old, meaning that I go to sleep early, um, is a good thing. I did the partying in my 20s, like the club scene and all of that craziness, and it led me to freaking addiction. So I like being home. I like watching movies. I like ordering food or cooking food and relaxing. I don't like going out. I really don't. I've done enough of that. You know what I mean? I enjoy quiet. I enjoy quiet. I don't like crowds and all of that. I just like I'm good by myself. I'm a party by myself. You know what I mean? So I don't mind being by myself, except I get scared upstairs. I be thinking there's some I scare myself. I'm like into horror movies, and then I still scare myself with horror movies. I'm a mess. Horror is my favorite genre of movies. I can watch it. I've watched almost everything. I have my son pays for this movie app, like $100 a year, and I've watched almost every new movie that came out. I watched Wolfman. I watched Nosferatu. I've watched all of it. So there's nothing else to watch. I'm like, damn it, shit. Got to find something new to watch. I have to work at 5 a.m., so I'm out by 10 latest. Yes, Monday through Friday. I try to watch some of my shows Friday night since Saturday is night hubby and I spend time. See, and that's beautiful. I think that that's how it should be. Weekends, I'm off too, so I get to relax. Weekends are my time, and my sons work the whole weekend. So it's like my time to be alone, just when I really, just watch my shows and my movies and do a lot of things around the house. Like I like to help my sons. I like to do their laundry. They get mad at me all the time. Like I'll tell them, "Hey, put your uniform on your chairs in your rooms," and I'll go because they work afternoon and night. So I'll creep in, grab their uniforms off their chairs, or because I tell them, "Put your hamper by the island, and then in the morning I'll wash them." They give me a hard time. I could do it. I'm an adult. Like, dude, just let me fucking do it. Like, just let me do it. I don't. It's not hurting you. You know what I mean? So I enjoy doing stuff like that. Hey, Donna. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys are so sweet, and I appreciate that. Now they got too comfortable. Theater chairs, they'll knock your ass out. Yes, those chairs are recliners. The legs lift. I don't remember shit. Movie theaters weren't that comfortable. They're too comfortable. They're too comfortable. I'm like, shit, man, no. My attic mind start with a little means what's the max does take double. Exactly. And that's what your attic mind will tell you, right? I could do a little bit. But again, one is too much, 1,000 is never enough. One is too much. You know what I mean? That's all it takes is that one, and we're right back like we had never stopped. And the only difference is that our tolerance is so much less that it takes a lot less to take us out. You know what I mean? And I keep that up front too. And I think about it. Do I want to feel like that? No, I don't. I don't want to be under the influence. I need all my faculties. Like I have a hard time enough. You know what I mean? I don't need not to be able to focus. Like I can't. I need to be able to think clearly. I can't. No, no, ma'am. And I did that to numb, things that I hadn't dealt with because of my trauma and all feelings of being overwhelmed. I didn't want to think about it, right? Because I didn't know how to meditate. I used to have insomnia really, really bad until I learned to meditate. I learned to block out my thoughts. Like that was so important for me to combat insomnia. And then I started taking melatonin, which helps. I meditate, I block out the thoughts, I picture something calming like water or a sky or whatever, right? It sounds stupid, but it works. And I would just meditate and think about that, and I would fall asleep and wake up well rested. Meditation is so important in recovery. Lisa really needs help. I hope she realizes it soon. And the sad part is that only she can do it, you know? Hi, Paz. Thank you so much. Thank you so much and welcome. And sadly, she's the only one. She's the only one that can take that step. Like Tech actually really tried to go to her and help her, you know, um trying to save her life for her, you know, and because remember, I don't know if you guys know, Lisa uses rehab scams all the time. But I guess she kept saying, oh, Friday I'm leaving. So Tech went to her house to pick her up that Friday, thinking that she was maybe serious. And she got her in the car, and you know, she bought her cigarettes and soda, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. She didn't hand her cash. She bought her a pack of cigarettes and watched her open it. You know, take one out, she can't sell them, right? You need them to open it. Trust me. When I used to get my husband a bag of cigarettes, I used to tap it, open it, so he couldn't sell the pack of cigarettes. I don't think there's anything wrong with her showing kindness and showing an active addict that she is there for her, that she is serious. I didn't see anything wrong with Tech going there and showing her that she can depend on her. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, people are like, oh, she needs to give it up. How dare you? How dare you say that because you think that Lisa doesn't deserve a chance at life? No one has the right to say that about anyone. You know, again, I'm not here defending Lisa because that'll probably be the next thing people said. Oh, selfie, coddling. I'm not coddling a mother effing thing. I don't go in Lisa's lives. I've never DM'd her. I've never, you know, I don't have a savior complex. I don't need to be a character in her story. That's not what I'm trying to do. Okay. And Tech is not trying to do that either. There are people who try to insert themselves, like BS lady, like this Crystal lady, that wanted to be a part of the story, which is weird. How are you trying to gain notoriety on an active addict? That's fucking weird to me. I don't understand that. And that just reeks of, I don't know, just that's weird in my opinion. Okay. People want to talk about weird behavior. That's freaking weird behavior. You don't do that. You don't do that. And you don't bring it to the internet because you have to be a savior of the people. Someone who really wants to help an active addict does it privately and doesn't gloat about it publicly. They don't, because that's not their goal. That's not what they're in it for. I heard someone say those YouTube's deletions are usually sock accounts. When they see an account with 20 different account names, they do some, oh, okay. Well, good. Get rid of all them damn sock accounts that are subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Does anyone believe Lori is in recovery? I try to be careful. She's not in recovery. No. Okay. That was a quick answer. No, she's not in recovery. I don't know if she's not using a substance, if she's sober, but she's definitely not in recovery. No. Anyone who lies as openly as she does, not only that, mistreats their children, is selfish, puts their needs above their loved ones, is not in recovery. That's not what recovery is. That's not what recovery is. And I say that with my whole chest. That's not what recovery is. Recovery is understanding the harm we caused our loved ones, our family, anyone we came in contact with, right? That's like that movie. What was that movie? Fallen, with Denzel Washington, where that demon can just touch your shoulder and the demon would jump from person to person just by merely touching someone's shoulder. And that is how addiction works. Anyone you come in contact with, you leave a mark on them. You know, you cause harm to them. And Lori doesn't seem to understand that. Neither does Victoria. Lisa, we can't expect her to understand the harm has caused and is still causing. She's still sick and suffering in the grips of addiction. But these women are sober, so they say. So how do you not understand the harm you've caused everyone around you and not try to make amends to anyone? They're not in recovery. They're not in recovery. Recovery is very different from abstaining. Okay? Two completely different things. And if you only abstain, after a while, the likelihood of you relapsing is so much greater. So much greater. Even people in recovery relapse. But people who remain in abstinence, the likelihood of relapsing is magnified because you're not working on your behaviors. You're not working on any of those causes of you becoming an addict, right? It can be trauma. It can be whatever, depression, feelings of low self-esteem, inadequacy, peer pressure, all these things. If you don't work on these character defects because you're just not using, you're in pause, you're in a lot of danger. And that's what that person on that recovery account was trying to tell Victoria. You're in the most danger now because you're so new to not using. And unless you start doing work on yourself, it's easier for you to fall back, and she didn't understand that because that's not what she wanted to hear. That's not what she wanted to hear, sadly. My dad was an alcoholic. He finally is able to control it. He hardly drinks now. And it happens that way. People have to wean themselves off. Alcohol is very dangerous too, to detox from. You should always do it with medical assistance, never alone. Never alone. Alcohol is extremely dangerous. Hey, dog to be H. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's why I mentioned it on my upload today. There are a lot of people who watch us but aren't subbed. Exactly, Sophie. You're right. I can't metabolize alcohol. I always puke, so never drank. I still say not too late to become an alcoholic. It's never too late. And we never say never because it's when you say never. You know what I mean? That you're setting yourself up. So I'd never say never. It's about personal responsibility. Hey, Grace, Case, my girl. Thank you so much, Mama. Since I reminded people, I see that they are subbed. I got like 25 new subs today. Congratulations, Sophie. You deserve it. You deserve it. I really am enjoying the content you're putting out. I can't catch Lori. She blocked my ass. I don't know if she got that account back, but that original account, she blocked me immediately. So the other one, I went and I followed her, and Sophie was like, unfollow her right now. I was like, oh shit. And I went and unfollowed her so that she wouldn't see me following her and block my ass too. But shit, she gonna block me. Cindy practically drank a banana split in a glass with a tiny hint of liquor at Margaritaville. I was the one with Patron margaritas, girl. I had one. Oh, it was so good. It was banana flavored too, JJ. It was so good. It was like a milkshake. And I had one, and JJ was like drinking a shot, and she's like, "You want another one?" I'm like, "Nah, girl, I'm good. I just like it for the flavor, and because we're at Margaritaville and all of that, but I know my limit too. Not to push my limit. I love the body cams. Yes, the interrogations, girl. I love all of that. I love watching the interrogations. It just tells, at first I didn't like watching it because I've been arrested for my stupidity. But I was never a high profile case. Like they didn't put me in an interrogation room like, girl, tell me everything you did. I'm a petty thief. Stupid. Thinking I'm gonna make a sale to a direct sale to undercover. Like I had a neon sign, arrest my stupid ass. You know what I mean? But I enjoy them now because I'm so far from that person. I used to have a fear of being arrested and of being in those bullpens. Like when I was in a cell, I used to get claustrophobic. I did, those small cells, and oof. So it would give me PTSD, like watching those, But I'm okay now. I've worked through it, girl. I've worked through it. Oh my God, yes. I loved that movie, girl. Lady Red. That movie messed me up at the end. I was like, what the hell? I have watched it. Yes, I watched Long Legs. I really liked that. There's one that I have to watch, Reptile. I haven't watched that one. That's like another like mystery horror, crime movie. Maybe I'll watch that one when I get home today. But yes, I liked Long Legs actually. I liked Long Legs. It threw me for a loop at the end. I was like, what the hell? Wasn't expecting that ending. If you guys haven't watched Long Legs, that's a good one. I'm not sure if it's on Hulu. It's on one of those. Netflix, Hulu, or HBO Max. It's on one of those. I think it's Hulu or Netflix. I don't freaking know. But Long Legs is a good one. If you guys like mystery who done it type shit, serial killers and all of that, that is one of those. That one was really good. Don't worry, Cindy is always way behind in the comments. She will see. Yes, I do. And any comments that it looked like I glazed over because I'm always behind, I come back the next day and I read my entire chat, guys. I mute myself and I just read my entire chat. So I always see all the comments. I'm sorry, I'm always way behind, but yes. My kids are begging me to do a scary haunted house this year. I'm gonna have to wear some depends because I don't do well with being girl. I just saw Hell House LLC last night, and I had watched it a long time ago, and it was pretty good. They have a newer Hell House. It's about like this haunted attraction in Abaddon. I don't even know if that's a real place in New York. I should, I guess, do some damn research. I live in New York, but like upstate New York, Abaddon, for people, I don't think that's a real place. Abaddon is a demon. I know that much because I'm into all of that mythology and demonology and all of that, theology, all of that. I like to read a lot of books, but so it was a place called Abaddon where it was like this hotel, this abandoned, supposedly haunted hotel that this crew decided to turn into a haunted house attraction. And they stood there for days while they were getting it open, and weird things were happening, like mysterious black, robed figures, and weird things were happening. And at the end, the day of that it opened, people were, harmed, and that movie was creepy. And it was done like in the Paranormal Activity or like the Blair Witch Project type, first person where they're recording in their camera, that new way of doing movies where you're seeing through the person recording, carrying a camera around all the time. It was done from that perspective, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I love horror too, but can't watch anymore being by myself. Yeah, I can at night. I can at night because I scare myself. My sons don't get home. Three of them don't get home till like 1 o'clock in the morning. The other one gets home at 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't watch that. Stormy, like I said, Stormy's like having a teddy bear. She's a husky, but she's like having a teddy bear. She's not protecting shit. I'll have to protect her. Hi, Maureen. How are you? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Seriously, thank you. I know, but you know what, Nikki, she's not going to, because that's just in her nature. Like she's genuinely worried about Lisa. And I don't know, people that have been there see it. Lisa's very close to not being here anymore. She is. She is. And it scares me for her. Again, I can't want it for her. I can't make her. Lisa, yeah. Yeah, and I agree. No one can help Lisa, but Lisa, I feel bad for Tech too, because she genuinely wants to help her from her heart, right? Genuinely wants to help her. And everybody needs, yeah, I know, Raquel. Crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't even want to repeat some of the comments I saw. People need to stop projecting their gross thoughts onto other people. Some of the comments I saw were just downright gross. You don't have to you don't have to articulate everything you're thinking. Some things we don't need to say. You know what I mean? Some things we don't need to say. And people don't have to like people they don't like. That's fine. But I try not to comment things that are just harmful. I was Naked Butterfly. Yep. I agree, Lady Red. That's why I think Crystal is too. Because Stacey Hartman, Lisa keeps saying she keeps stealing from her. I blocked her, and then she's sharing Stacey Hartman is good with her again. Like, these people are all scammers. Anyone that's helping Lisa with payment apps, I don't want to hear that you're a good-hearted person that wanted to help her. There's enough information out there for you guys to make informed decisions. So I don't want to hear people coming out of the woodworks, like, coming on TikTok, like, Lisa scammed me, or Lisa. No. Cut the shit out. Okay. You guys are doing it for your own selfish reasons. You're helping her take advantage of people. Like, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to, I just got duped and I didn't know. Stop it. There's enough awareness on Lisa everywhere. Like, you can't miss it. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but no, man, I'm sorry. I don't believe that shit. And you guys are guilty in my eyes and in the court of public opinion. I've already condemned your asses because there's enough information that that Lisa is doing no good with that money. Okay. And anybody who plays the middleman, that's like, do you know that in like people that play middleman, like I go right? And somebody wants to cop from the DD, right? And I take their money and I give it to the DD. Do you know that I go to jail? I go to jail too. Yeah. I go to jail too. So I don't know what these people think, that doing that online, there aren't legal consequences for that. Oh, but there is. Oh, but there is. You're doing the same thing. You're just doing it virtually. And there's more of a fucking paper trail than when you do it in person back in the days, because there weren't all these cameras everywhere. And I still got caught because the cops would observe us, my stupid ass. But now there's cameras everywhere. There's this virtual trail with these money apps of who sent it to who, where it originated from, DMs saying, hey, send this to Fulano. Like, you guys are dumb. I'm sorry, there's no other way to say you guys are dumb. If you think that you can't face real legal consequences for playing the middleman and sending money to a DD, and I don't know any real DDs that would let somebody like Lisa used to share her DD's Cash App. Like, where they do that at? I don't know any DDs that would be like, sure, go on to a public platform and, say my damn money apps. Those are DDs that are not very street smart. What? Leave no trace. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. These people are just too simple. Too simple. Like, your DD is like okay with you saying his Cash App, you know what I mean? Like, where his name is attached and all this stupid shit, that's traceable. Like, y'all some dumbass criminals. Y'all some really dumbass criminals, man. They do. I saw that, Lady Red. They do. They look identical. In my opinion, I agree with you, Lady Red. And again, if we're wrong, that's our opinion. Our opinion, okay? But I agree. She has been around a long time. Yes. And like Villain says, some people, they've earned that trust because their integrity speaks for itself. They've put in the work. You know what I mean? They don't just talk a good one. They're not just showing up to another state talking about, I'm coming to pick somebody up. Huh? Where they do that at? What? You're going to drive from another state to take her to another state when there's rehabs in her state, and you're trying to get her private insurance when she has state insurance that is already active. Why would you try to get her discontinued from her insurance that covers her maintenance medications that she needs, because she's been on for 20 years, for a private a private insurance that's only for a rehab? And she's talking about she won't need that state insurance once she goes to a rehab. First of all, you're bugging. Yes, she will, because when she comes out of the rehab and she's still being maintained on her dose, how is she going to then go back to her program with no insurance? Like, these people that think they know everything know nothing. You are going to screw her over royally. The story made no sense. You had state insurance that she wasn't approved for because no money was given, no information was given, but the insurance was there when it really wasn't there. She already had insurance. So why wouldn't you help her get into a program that accepts her Medicaid instead of trying to get her private insurance? Because it was like, what, a resort for like celebrities? The fuck? Who, when you're detoxing, who gives a freak what the facility looks like? I know they're not caring about that shit. Like, it made no sense. I'm sorry. That story was stupid. That story was the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. I've kept my opinions about it to myself because it was just so much. There was those 5-hour panels I couldn't be bothered to watch. I watched Raquel's video. She made sense of confusion, and she was still confused. She was like, what is happening here? These people were like, she's telling the truth. And then all of a sudden they were duped by her. And now all of a sudden she's back on their panel. She's credible again. Like, did y'all just forget that she did this whole scheme and shit? Said she didn't get money from people. Nobody gave her $1, but then people did give her money. What are we talking about? Like, I don't understand. In my opinion, she thinks just because she's not doing her DOC that she's sober. She doesn't realize taking anything to help you deal with life is not being sober. And I agree. And the videos that I've seen that Sophie's been covering, something is off with Lori. Okay. I don't know if you're talking about Lori, but Lori, she's usually like electrica when her daughters were there, again, because in my opinion, she was messing around with the Addies, right? And now that the medication isn't available, she's slowed down significantly. She's like, went in reverse. She's like tortoise, like a tortoise now. I go, yeah. I had to ask Sophie, did you slow her down? Like dead ass. I went in her comment section like, Sophie, did you slow her down? Because she sounded slow. I was like, what the fuck? She's like, no, I actually sped her up. What? What is happening? A 12-step program also offers accountability and accountability partners, sponsors, groups. All these places require accountability. It begins with accountability. It begins with accepting that you have a problem. That is the first step. Accepting that you have a problem and that your life has become unmanageable. And if your life is unmanageable, that means you are the direct cause of your life falling apart. That is the most important step in recovery. Accountable, being accountable that you destroyed your life with an addiction and understanding that. So accountability is so important. You know, you have to do inventory. That is facing all your wrongs, right? Writing them down, all of that, looking at them, reciting them, understanding each one, what it means, how you went wrong, how you can fix it, trying to make amends. All of these things, everything is about accountability. Without accountability, you can't be in recovery. Again, people not places. Oh, people not places, right? And all these people require accountability, right? Yes, Cindy. Recovery is working the steps and taking accountability and changing behaviors. Dry, drunk, or addict is just that same mentality and behaviors without the substance. 100%, Maureen, 100%. Dry drunk is a real thing. Okay, you're not using, you're abstaining, but you've worked on nothing else. Nothing else has changed. You haven't cleaned up your life. You haven't cleaned up your behaviors. You haven't, nothing else changed. You're not like Lori right now. She had all this time. She should have been going to groups. I know that they put a safety plan in place, meaning she had to do something. She had to do parenting groups. She had to do workshops, all these things. And I don't know if she's going, but it doesn't seem like she is. And I hope she is. I hope that she's working towards a goal instead of trying to convince people on TikTok that she's not getting evicted because she's going to put apple borders around the kitchen and all this shit. I thought you said that the judge said that place was too small. So again, you make no sense, Lori. You said the judge said that place is too small. What has changed? What has changed? How are you going to get your children back if you think you're not going to be moving out of there? You should be working on getting a bigger, like these people, their lies make no sense. They say what they think you want to hear for the moment. They're not thinking about the truth. And they lie to themselves. They're not lying to anyone but themselves. They're not lying to anyone but themselves. I checked myself into a rehab in October 2020 to safely get off my pain meds. And I understand. And no one should ever do it alone. Please don't. Please don't. It was hard, but I am doing it. And God bless you, Donna. And congratulations, congratulations. It's not easy, but it's so worth it. Never thought I'd do what I did, but I'm obviously capable. Never say never either. Exactly, Mama Goose. Hey, Nelly, how are you? So good to see you. Please give Glitter my love. Chat, never forget, you're all warriors, recovered in recovery, or even in current addiction, trying to kick that monkey off your back. You're all warriors. Keep your head up. You got this. Thank you. Thank you, Dog to BH. Exactly. And people that are sick and suffering and struggling, you're not alone. You know what I mean? Like, you're not alone, and you're not less than, even if you're in active addiction. I don't think Nicolas Cage is in that one. I don't think Nicolas Cage is in. Sorry. Stormy, I know, Mama. I know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out upstate here. Oh, hi, Tina. Did I say hi to you, Tina? I'm sorry. I saw you earlier. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes. Warriors, exactly. Sorry, I'm trying to get down. Oh my God, I was so far up there. Jeez, Louisa. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, my Sir Lancelot. Vera, that's a great question. They let her use it because they get something out of it. I don't know. I don't understand. Some people, Vera, it's hard for people that aren't sadists to understand other people getting enjoyment out of possibly seeing her demise. You know, I don't know. If you're giving your cash up to a complete stranger on the internet, you deserve everything you get. And I agree, Tina. I'm sorry. But my empathy for people allowing her to use their payment apps has run dry. Like, seriously. Because there's no excuse for it now. There's no excuse. Congratulations. Hi, Mad Mona Lisa. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. You can be charged by being guilty by association, obstruction. Yep. And ignorance of the law is not a defense. It's not a defense. Oh, I didn't know. That's not a defense, girl. You're done. You guys are done. Seriously. Hi, Jennifer. It's 24, but thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you so much. Yep. Today made 24 years. And I'm grateful for every day, you know? Not to mention the ones who come on the internet to tell on themselves about helping Lisa. Yes, yes. And then they want to talk about it after the fact. And then people laugh like, oh, I kept the money that Lisa got. Ha ha ha. Why did you keep it? Send it back. Like, what? You're not a superhero. You're not a hero of this story. Like, oh, I scammed the scammer. You're a scammer too. Like somebody who wanted to make sure Lisa didn't get the money because they act like, oh, I didn't want Lisa to get the money. I'm not helping her. I kept the money. Exactly. You kept the money that didn't belong to you or Lisa. Like, again, you're not the hero of this story. Sorry, you're really not. You know what I mean? The long scam, exactly. I detoxed in my mother-in-law's. Man, I tried to detox in my parents' house. I did it for 7 days, cold turkey, off of 90 milligrams of methadone. Oh my God, Lord mercy. I thought I was gonna die. Thought I was gonna die. That's why I don't wish that kind of withdrawal on anyone, you know, and I don't judge people that are on maintenance medications. I don't, you know, private insurance expecting the internet to pay every month. A girl, in what universe do they do that? Like, yeah, you guys dig deep every month. It's due. Like, we just got to take your word for it. Okay. Like, what? Huh? Give you an allowance every month? No, that's not how the real world works. That's what I'm saying. Like, the internet has created this level. Nah, man. She did. She did. Bye, Vera. I love you, my Vera. Have a great weekend. Thank you. She did. She said I sped her up. I was like, what the hell? I'm in the twilight zone with this shit. What the hell? I thought she was slowed down. Oh, I like Silent Hill. And Silent Hill too. Yeah, you heard Stormy, right? Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Hi, that Amber chick. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. You know, it's crazy, man. It's freaking crazy. Don't withdrawal was the worst. Oh my God, me too, Raquel. Me too. Opiate withdrawals was nothing compared to that. That lasted months. That lasted months. The restless leg syndrome lasted months. And it happens at night when you're still. You get the restless leg and arm syndrome when you're still. You know, it's like your nerves and your muscles contracting. And people would always say, oh, it happens the worst at night. It's because you're still, you know, when you're moving, you're not going to get as much as that of that spasming because you're moving. But when you're laid down and your heart rate has slowed down and all of that, that's when you're getting that restless. That was the worst. That lasted for months. Oh my God, it was horrible. I didn't sleep for months. It lasted for months, but I felt brand new afterwards. And I've never felt better. You know, I've never felt better. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I get to wake up every morning as myself, you know, feeling like myself. And if I have bad days, I have bad days just because it's a bad day, right? It's not a bad day because I didn't get money to get my DOC. Like, that was hell. That was hell. You know, I was in autopilot all the time. Wake up when I did sleep, wake up. Oh God, I'm sick. I gotta go take care of this. Gotta go get my shit. Hope it lasts as, you know, long while I'm feeling good. Let me go get more money, you know, for my wake up the next day. And oh no, man, hell no. No, thank you. No. I wonder how much Lisa has collected over the years. Man, G money. She's collected G money, juror number 6. She collected over $1,000 for Shadow alone. She's collected G money. And it went in a pipe. All of it. Nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing to show for it. Love zombie games. Resident Evil. Oh my God, I get scared of playing Resident Evil, man. I don't like zombies jumping out at me. Time flies when you're having fun. Here's to another 24 years. Amen. That Amber chick. Thank you. Amen. I just want to be here for 24 more years so I could chase around little grandbabies. That's the last thing I want, right? For God to let me have grandbabies that I get to chase around and have that baby smell again. But I don't want my own kids. I want my son's kids so I could send their asses back home with their parents. You know, I was talking to my youngest son yesterday and I was like, damn, man, I want one of you guys to give me a grandbaby. And I told my son, who you think is going to be the first one to make me a grandma? And he told me my 23-year-old. I was like, he better not. He better not. He better not. My 20-year-old was like, yeah, I think it's going to be my 20, your 23-year-old son. I don't say their names, right? Because people are not well on the internet. So I have to just, vague descriptions. So he was like, yeah, I think it's going to be the 23-year-old. I was like, he better not. I'm hoping for my 29-year-old, because my daughter-in-law lives here with us. So I'm hoping he's the closest one to getting married. So I'm like, not my 23-year-old. No, thank you. Even though my 26-year-old, he's a wallout. He's my problem child, right? So my sons are pretty smart though. None of them have children yet because they're not married. They're not ready. So it makes me happy. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Can't eat. You feel nauseous. Your stomach hurts, the stomach cramps. Oh my God. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I wouldn't. And that's why I get upset, again, guys, if you're not subscribed to Raquel, please do. Lady Red, Nikki, Sophie, Bliss Chris hasn't really, she does a lot of animal shorts and stuff, but she will be going live soon, in the next month, maybe. And these are channels that I enjoy. Again, I will link all these channels in the description of this live. So after my live is over, you could just come back if you didn't catch the links in the chat and subscribe. I enjoy them so much. And I will link all of them in the description of my video. Villain, all the channels I enjoy, I will link them. But I was watching Raquel and I agreed as well. Nicole, who is Lisa's parents' neighbor, said something really disgusting to Lisa's sister. Okay. And I know that I was from the anti-Katie Joy community. Okay. So I'm saying that to say, I know how we can get wrapped up in hate. Trust me. Because we had a dislike for this woman that I've never met, right? Katie Joy. And I still think she's not a good person at all. She's done some terrible things to people. She mistreats people. She's an entitled asshole. She is. But the level of dislike that I had for this woman was unhealthy. And I think that's what happens in these anti-communities, and we have to be very aware of that and very careful, in my opinion, and not become that, right? And not allow our dislike to get us to that place, Hi, Bevy. Thank you so much. But Nicole was going back and forth with Ronnie, and she told Ronnie, I hope that next patilla, right, pill, takes you out. And that's unacceptable, right? Like when Itty said it somewhere in a group chat or something about Lisa, it was unacceptable. When Jesse said it, it was unacceptable. Doesn't matter who you're saying it to. Wishing harm, the ultimate harm on anyone is unacceptable. And for her to think that it's okay is unacceptable. Thank you, Raquel, for being here. Me too, Mama. I'm so glad. And I genuinely, with cariño, I te adoro mucho. And thank you for being here. And I don't think it's okay. I don't think anyone wishing death on anyone is okay. It'll never be acceptable for me. And for Nicole to go on and say, I stand 10 toes down on that. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's unacceptable. And she's getting called out for a good reason. And then she does the whataboutisms. Oh, when Itty said it, people called that out too. It doesn't make it okay. And I don't understand this grown people using whataboutisms. What about when they said it? Why you're not calling? That's what kids do, right? When your kid used to get in trouble, hey, why the hell you threw that toy? You broke that toy. Oh, but he broke this one last week. Like kids do that. Grown adults trying to deflect onto what somebody else's bad behavior doesn't take away from your disgusting behavior as well. So I think it's gross, it's unacceptable. And the day that I wish harm on anyone, I'm getting off the internet. I am. The day that I wish harm on anyone, I'm getting off the internet. Preach, Cindy. The hatred takes over you, right? It ain't healthy at all. I'll never do that again. Takes too much energy. It's much easier to love folks. And that Amber Chick, me either. I've been sucked into hate and dislike many times on the internet, and it always worked against me. It made me allow things that I would never normally allow. It allowed me to align with people I would never normally align with, and turn the blind eye to things that I knew were inherently wrong. And I will never do that again. And that is me holding myself accountable. If a behavior is inherently wrong to me, it doesn't matter who's doing it or saying it, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And I have to be the change that I want to see. I'm a hypocrite. I'm human. I'm going to be a hypocrite tomorrow. Trust me. But I'm going to acknowledge it as well. I'm going to acknowledge it, and I'm going to work on it and try to do better. And that's all I could do. That's all I can do. Yes. Nelly, yes, man. The middle kid, Lord of mercy, the middle kid. He is the middle kid. He is smack dab in the middle. He has 2 older brothers, 2 younger brothers, and he is my problem child. But I love him dearly, and he's a mama's boy, but he is my problem child. He really is, and he will admit that. He's my fucking problem child. That is ridiculous. I would not bring that energy into my house, especially when you have children. Oh my God, you're a number 6. I said that. I think I said that in Raquel's comment section. You don't do that. You don't put that out into the universe, especially if you have children, because it may not come back on me, but it may come back on my children. You know what I mean? Like, how could you fix your mouth to say that? Like, I can't. And especially Ronnie's a mom. She has a 1-year-old kid. Like, how could you wish that substance takes her out? She's struggling. If that's true, okay? If that's true, I'm not saying that it's true. I don't know that it's true. I don't know. I don't live in her house, right? But even if that's true, that was your friend. How could you? And then, because she's a piece of shit person. Where I'm sitting, so are you. So is it okay for me to wish that on you? No, hell no, and I wouldn't. Like, what? Nah, that excuse was insane to me. And you're trying to defend the indefensible. And there's certain things, I'm not delusional. I've never tried to defend the indefensible. I've said, yeah, I supported some piece of shit people. I never said, yeah, what they said was okay. No, that shit was dead ass wrong. It was disgusting. It was uncalled for. All of that. I'm not delusional. I'm a hypocrite, but I'm not delusional. I deleted KJ from my channel for that reason. 7M is her karma. She's already lost. Yep. And that's the thing, Nikki. Karma comes for us all. It does. It may not be today, and it may not be in a way that we think, but karma always comes for everyone. It does. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to put that opposite energy, because I've done so much to receive karma for, and I've received some of my karma, but I'm still owed some karma for some crap that I did. And that's why making amends is so important to me. It's so important to me for people to understand that I understand the harm that I caused them, the hurt I caused them, the pain I caused them. That shit doesn't, I don't, it means something, and it hurts me. It hurts my heart. Seriously. I wouldn't sleep at night because of the things that I did to people. For real. The people that meant the most to me were the people I hurt the most. And I can't sleep at night. Nobody else, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody else could hold me accountable more than I hold myself accountable. I'm going to acknowledge this bed. It's 1 a.m. Good night, dog, TBH. I'm about to get off too, because my son keeps coming back and forth like, Mom, what the hell, lady? Let's go. So sorry, guys. Well, Cindy, you can acknowledge it till the cows come home. Some will still hold that hate boner for you to the end of time, and that's okay. Bliss, I have made peace with that as well. I have made peace with that as well. Some people, good night, Nelly. Please give my love to Glitter and the kids. I've made peace with that. Not everybody is going to understand. Nobody's ever going to care, but and I'm okay with that. You know, I don't expect everybody to like me. That's unrealistic. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to change who I am because there's people that don't like me on the internet. That's not going to happen. I've never gone real life on anybody on YouTube. Never. And that's the truth. Again, I'm not delusional. I know the internet is forever. You know, I've said some things I wish I hadn't said. I've done some things I wish I hadn't done. You know, supported people I wish I hadn't. And I'll never get hey, Glitter, there you go, my girl. Oh, you're in class. Enjoy your class, mama. Thank you. I thank you so much, Glitter. I miss your face too, girl. I need a Glitter live soon, but I understand you're in school, mama. Real life always comes first. I say that all the time. Real life always comes first. Hi, Paula. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, mama. You are so kind. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. You know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. You got to stay true to who you are. That's another thing that's helped me in my recovery. My recovery is a part of who I am, but my recovery is not my personality trait. There's so much more to me than my recovery or my addiction. And anyone that wants to hold my addiction against me, that's really their problem, not mine. Because I'm not a crackhead. I don't smoke crack. I don't do heroin. I don't do meth. I don't do acid. I don't smoke ganja. I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore. And no shade to anybody that may be struggling with any of those things or all of the above. But don't put a jacket on me that doesn't belong to me. Because when you do, it has nothing to do with me. It's all you. It's all you. Pretending that you care about DV victims when you don't. Pretending that you care about addict shaming when you don't. Pretending that you care about children when you don't. Because everything you've done and said on this platform is the opposite of that. And everything I've done and said on this platform is protecting and fighting against those things. I've never spoken about somebody's children on this app, off this app. Privately, never passed around people's kids' pictures, never passed around people's addresses, never made fun of people, none of that. That's all things you do. So every time you call me a crackhead, I'm a meth head, you talk about me being Hispanic, all the things, that reflection is all you. It's all you. So, you know what I mean? Mental health. Mental health. Yeah. Don't act like you care about mental health when you don't. Okay? And again, karma comes for everybody, and everything that's done in the dark eventually comes to the light. And because it may not be coming to the light right now, don't think it won't eventually come to the light. And anything that I say or I show is never fabricated, because I don't make shit up. I don't have to make shit up, because it's not what people call me that matters. It's what I answer to. It's what I answer to. And I don't answer to anyone on this platform. My mother passed away. My parents are on this app, and I'm grown. Okay? So, yeah, domestic violence when you don't. Yes. Okay? And I'm over it. Don't act like you're against racism when you ain't. Okay? Yeah. Because Hispanics are a minority. I don't know if people know that. Hispanics, Asians, right, are all a minority too. So when you're disparaging Hispanics and stereotyping Hispanics, that's racism. You didn't know that? Okay. Calling people meth heads and crackheads. Yeah, that's addict shaming. Okay, saying people harm kids. Yeah, all of that. Okay. Oh, yeah. And Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Part of the United States. So even if I wasn't born in New York, where I was, even if I was born in Puerto Rico is part of the United States, just like Hawaii. Hawaii is a part of the United States. So if I was born in Puerto Rico, I am still a United States citizen. And even if I wasn't, even if I was, my parents were from Mexico or El Salvador or Colombia, right? Or Cuba. How does it matter to you? Okay. Yes, I hate that word, Tina. They love all of the things. They call me all of the things, all of the things. Yeah. And none of those things are true. None of those things are true. Okay. I don't come here and put jackets on people that don't fit them, aren't their size, don't belong to them. So yeah, it's projection. I know it's projection most of the time. It's easier to project onto others instead of reflecting on ourselves. It's a shame, really. It is. It is. No inventory, no personal inventory. But people see it, right? It's usually just a circle jerk of people playing patty cake for each other, holding hands, swaying back and forth for each other. Because anyone outside of that circle jerk sees it exactly for what it is. And I'm so glad I'm not part of that circle jerk. So I was married to a half Hispanic and half Native. Someone yelled, "Go back where you came from." He asked me where, right? Where? Because this, indigenous people, this is their land, right? This is their land. So they're right where they belong. Yeah, I don't understand that. Go back where I came from. This is where I came from. This is where I came from. This is where my parents came from. This is where my grandparents came from. And even if they didn't, America was founded on immigrants. It's a melting pot. Like, anyway, I don't even know I'm trying to explain stuff to illiterate people. I grew up spending vacations in Jamucayo, Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico lives in my blood, my absolute favorite people place. I never been there. Jamacayo, I never been there. But Santulce, that's my hi, Steven. People are not junk. I agree. Even terrible people are not junk. You know what I mean? And Puerto Rico is beautiful. San Juan is so beautiful with the old castles and so beautiful. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of my heritage. I am. I'm proud of my culture. It's a rich culture, and I'm very proud of it. Oh, it's the Caribbean tip of Puerto Rico. That is beautiful, Paula. I'm very, very proud of my heritage, and everyone should be proud of their heritage. You know? Thank you, Stephen. So I thank you guys for being here. JJ, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Was super generous and kind. And Miss Manda, thank you for the super chat in the form of a cash app. It's never necessary, guys. You being here is more than enough for me. It means a lot to all my new subscribers. Thank you. I reached 2K. I never thought that would happen. I am so appreciative of all of you guys, the guys that have been around, the new subscribers, the people that interact with my channel, all the amazing comments I get, the amazing chatters in here. It means a lot. It means a lot. And there's one more thing I want to say, then I'm going to leave. I used to say the J word when referring to addicts. I lacked complete understanding and empathy until it hit my own family. Then I became bitter and angry. And I understand Sunshine State of Mind. I understand that. You know that I understand more than anybody. When you don't know, you don't know. Ignorance is a real thing, and ignorance is not stupidity. Ignorance is not knowing. You know what I mean? And I don't fault anybody for that. Again, I don't tell people, I don't gatekeep people's language. I don't, right? I just don't say those words because for me it has certain connotations to it. But I don't gatekeep people's language. And there are people that are Gen Xers or, that these words don't have that same significance or that same power. So I don't fault people for their language. You know what I mean? It's context. And somebody said that, I'm not sure if it was Lady Red or Raquel. It's the context and the way you use it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Sophie. I love you so much. No, and you shouldn't. And you shouldn't, Sunshine State of Mind. You know why? Because you admitted it, you've taken accountability, and you've grown from it. Don't feel like trash. That was something that you grew from and made you a better person. And I understand you being angry and bitter. Again, I understand. Those are feelings you have to work through to heal. Unfortunately, even those negative feelings you have to work through to get better. You know, when you know better, you do better, unless you're an asshole, right? Exactly, Sunshine State of Mind. And you've learned from it and you've grown so much. And it's okay to still be angry and be bitter. Trust me. You know what I mean? I'm angry a lot at addiction. Destroyed my family, destroyed my marriage, you know, over 2 decades and a half marriage, destroyed by addiction. So I get it. I get the anger, the bitterness, the resentment. I get it, you know? So yeah, exactly. Exactly, JJ. I think it's normal. I never really understood until I met Cindy. And I wanted to say, I don't think Julie Virgo is watching this, but I'm just so glad. People may not know, if you don't know Julie Virgo, you won't know, but we were close years ago and things fell apart because sides, like we parted like the Red Sea, two creators, half, right? It was like a divorce. Half of the kids went with mom, half of the kids went with dad, who got custody of the kids. And it was stupid. It was immature. It was juvenile. And if I could go back in time, I would have changed it. So to Julie Virgo, I want to say I'm genuinely sorry. I've said I'm sorry to her for anything I may have said about her, to her. I'm genuinely sorry, and I'm glad that we've put the past behind us. And I don't care what anybody thinks about that. We were once close friends that fell apart, so they don't have to understand it. They don't have to understand it, and they don't have to like it. I don't care. I don't want to fight with people, especially people I cared about Julie. So I'm glad that we're good. And she's a good person. She has a good heart. She does. She was very young. She's matured. She's grown so much. And I'm so happy to see her growth. So, and that's it. And that's all with that. Yes, we're young and naive to YouTube. Fuck YouTube politics for real. Exactly. Custody. Yes, how it was, right, JJ? Who's getting, you know what I mean? Who's going with mom? Who's going with dad? Like, that's how it was. And it's stupid and it's juvenile, but I don't know. But we're good now, and I appreciate that. And it means a lot to me. So thank you all for being here, celebrating my 24th year with me. Here's to next year, February 28th. Listen, I'll pay my mods next year. Here's to hoping we have 25 years next year, and I'll be here to celebrate with you guys still. I appreciate you guys more than I can say. And I love you guys very much. Y como siempre, te quiero mucho, mis amores. And you'll probably see me on Sophie soon. We're loving those co-hosting. I love co-hosting on her channel. So I love you guys and enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend.
Sydney just left the restaurant. Sydney just left the restaurant. Oh baby, Sydney just left the restaurant. Sydney just left the restaurant. Oh baby.
Ooh. Sydney, why you had to up and go? You left us here with Joe, but why Joe? Are you mad at me? Cause that one time I ain't pour you water. I was busy on my phone. Oh, I get it, we ain't good enough for you. I saw a mouse at the job and I warned you. I thought that would be enough to deserve your time, but clearly that ain't real enough for you. You told me that I look like Harry Potter. I said back that I kiss your mama. Not really, but I wish that I did. Now I'm thinking about it, I should've threw that line on you. You lucky I'm not fond of drama, or else I would've went to Dennis and told him when you saw him first time that he looked like a llama.
Man, Sydney, man, you know it's not gonna be the same without you, man. It's not gonna be the same at the restaurant. It's not gonna be the same at the restaurant. I told you I'll make it soft for you. But I didn't know it was gonna be this. This is a goodbye song. This is just a goodbye song. This is just a goodbye song.